Welcome to Daytona. Beautiful sunny morning, late morning. We're about to get underway for the 30 minutes of Daytona. So, let's give you a rundown of the race information. Nissan has entered a one car entry. Mazda has entered two cars on the grid. Jaguar and Mercedes, three cars. And Porsche with a whopping four-car grid. So this could be an interesting championship for Porsche, as they are most likely to win the manufacturer rather than someone like Nissan, which I figured they go for the drivers' championship than the manufacturers. So, before we get started, the Nissan has actually claimed pole position due to its stellar straight line speed, and since this is relatively kind of a low downforce track, and it has few corners, but a lot of straight, a lot of road you can run with. Nissan has absolutely excelled in that today. Mazda tend to have some very strong cars as well in that field. What we're gonna have to look out for is Mercedes and Porsche, which seems to be on the slower end on the top speed. See if they can make that up in the corners. And that is your pre-race report. As you see the cars roaring in the distance for their warm-up. And we're about to go underway. And we are about to get ready for the season opener at Daytona of the Group C Championship. And we are officially underway. So Kobayashi gets off to a pretty good start, with Himmel following closely behind. Next we have the Mercedes of Maynard, and as well as the Jaguar of Nakajima. Perez. Oh, 962 up there with the dive bomb. You're seeing one of the Mercedes, one of the cars back there, getting a little bit squirrely. R92 gets off to a great start as well. Pulling away from the third place car, 962C and the R92CP might have a great battle. So let's look closely to the middle of the pack, where we're going to have most of the action. As they turn into NASCAR Turn 1, cars will be approaching a speed of nearly 200 miles an hour, which is approximately 322 kilometers per hour. A few Europeans out there. Three-car battle between the 787 XJR9. They're going three wide down into the Le Mans chicane. Sauber, the Mercedes will make it stick. It looks like the Mazda having a little bit of trouble, because it's getting caught up by the 962C pair of Porsches. Porsche decides to enter three cars into this championship. So this could become a five-car battle, but the Mazda is not letting up, as the Mercedes seems to be holding the Jaguar and the 787 back. Nakajima trying to make a move here. Just cannot get past. This could become a 5 to 6 car battle, as the Mercedes of Versatile is right behind the Porsche of Perez. Seems like the top two have pulled away indeed. This could quickly be a spicy battle. Jaguar, Maynard, and Nakajima trying to go for the pass down the Le Mans chicane again. The Mazda might make it stick, just barely passes the Jaguar. May have overshot the corner a little bit. As well as the Mercedes going off a bit. I think the Mercedes is into the grass. Mercedes having a bit of trouble. Mercedes are Versatile. Snap as the leaders approach the first turn, going at nearly 215 miles an hour. Quite the speed, you know. The first two of Himmel and Kobayashi has pulled away. This track favors the R92 CP's straight line speed, but in the corners, it may be a little bit on the slower end, as we see a 2 4-car battles and a 3-car battle at the back of the pack behind these cars. Absolutely great racing. Vela is still ahead of Mater and Nakajima, as the Jaguar tries to go for a dive bomb, but just can't get there. Same for Hodges on the back of Nakajima. Tried to go for that dive bomb, but kind of ran out of real estate. It's not close enough to complete the pass. As they come into NASCAR 1 and 2, Jaguar does have a run on the C9. So Maynard could complete this pass before the Le Mans chicane if he times it right. And they are, and the Moss is coming back as well. They have contact near the chicane. Mercedes is going to stick it through, but no, the Jaguar comes on the outside. Jaguar completes the pass. Two of the 962s are coming back. And it seems like they're going to jump the Mercedes. You have a 5-6 car battle here for fourth position as that Jaguar slowly pulls away. The other Jaguars are there, and they're coming to turn one nearly 200 miles per hour, may I remind you. Just all battling at such incredible speeds. Going into turn one into the Enfield course. Also the two Mercedes trailing behind. Absolutely great stuff around here at Daytona. And we do have a car in the pits. We do have some cars. We have two cars in the pit. We have Gregoire and we also have Yamazaki. I'm assuming there was contact between these two. But it seems like it is just minor damage repairs and they are back out on the track. So Kobayashi pulled away, still pulling away, and currently has the fastest lap of the race of a 132.857. R92 CP just blasting it around Daytona. With the Porsche 962 following behind, but not as closely as on the opening race. Jaguar slowly pulling away. The battle between Vela and Nakajima is still going on as they battle it out at the Le Mans chicane. And Vela just holding on to that position. Yet the Porsche of Perez just comes out of nowhere. Trying to make this a 3-car battle here. Can they complete it before turn one? Can Nakajima complete the pass before turn one? Unfortunately not. And it gives the Porsche opportunity to try and take advantage of the situation as the Sauber is on the slower end top speed wise and also has no help, no slipstream, no tow. So that could exacerbate the effects of the low straight line speed. And it seems like the Mercedes can just hold off in the corners. Also, you have a gaggle of cars going around behind. Absolutely great stuff here. Oh, we have a spin. Oh, we have a spin in the background. Is that versatile? That is versatile. Okay. Well, we might want to see a replay of that. But Versatile has spun and it fell down to 11th position. And unless he can catch back up, then he might finish outside of the points. Yamazaki and Gregoire is still last and second last, respectively. Nissan continues to pull away, same as the 962. And Maynard of the Jaguars, who are not completing 5 laps around the race track of Daytona National Speedway. The Sauber C9 and we have a far cab battle here between nearly all of the cars on nearly all types of the cars on the grid. We have the C9 of the 787B Nakajima. We have another Jaguar. It's not I don't think it's a different one of Hamalinen. I don't think I pronounced that right, but I'm gonna call him that Hamalinen. Hamalinen. Pretty good. I think that's one of the Nordic states. So bad at commentating, but we're gonna bypass that as Nakajima does have a bit of wheel spin coming off into Daytona 1 and 2. And that doesn't matter since the Mercedes is on the top, slower end of the speed spectrum, and the 787B is in slipstream, and he might complete the pass before the chicane or the bus stop or Le Mans. But the Sauber gets the place back, and Nakajima falls down behind 2 places, almost 2. We gain the position from the Jaguar, XJR9. And the Mercedes comes up and blocks the XJR9. I don't know how it's going to block 2 cars going 210 miles an hour, but he's done it. He has done it. Absolutely astonishing stuff from the Sauber of Vela. I can see why Mercedes had thought that this driver had the talent. Clearly showing it off right now. As it's getting pretty dicey, we're having a 5-car battle. Oh yeah, an update, new fastest lap, Yamazaki with a 131.665. That's a pretty darn good lap. Jaguar trying to dive bomb Mercedes. Jaguar tried to dive bomb the 787B, pardon me, but did not have enough room, and the Porsche 962 is about to bounce on that Jaguar. Seems like getting a bit squirrely coming out of that. So the Sauber without slipstream is kind of helpless. Oh my God! How many times have we seen these guys fought on the Le Mans chicane? Mercedes going wide, Jaguar's coming back. But Mercedes has a good exit, yet it still runs wide. And the Jaguar now follows suit with the 962 and the other Jaguar. Following closely behind, Sauber's doing pretty well at defending that's going 210 miles an hour, or around 340 kilometers per hour to European folk. And they're actually doing the Sauber of Vela very good defending skills, actually. Okay, and we are back. We are on lap 11. I had to leave due to some difficulties. But it seems like Vela has fell down to 7th place. It seems like the two Jaguars have now passed the Sauber C9. Went from bad to worse for these Mercedes. And now there is actually a 5-car battle brewing. And this at Yamazaki from, wow, they've really recovered from the pits. As you see, Versatile behind Perez. Vela leading this battle now. So this could be very spicy as we see the Porsche 962 trying to pounce on the Mercedes C9. And we have the two other C9s at the back, further behind the 962. And we have the 787B, the sister car of, I believe, oh, the other 787B, I don't think is on the podium yet. But so far, the podium definitely is the Nissan, the Porsche, and likely the Jaguar, as Perez tries to go for a move, but unfortunately is getting caught out, and it's now about to get passed by Versatile if he doesn't hold that top lane. Seems like he is not, but he does. Run out of nowhere, and the Porsche is now in 8th place. And we have about 11 minutes to go in this race. And it seems like, Versatile's gone wide. We also have the Porsche still holding his ground. 787B, 962, and another Sauber C9 is in the back. So we have all three of these cars fighting for potentially 7th place. So 10 minutes to go in this race. Nissan on 92 CP is actually gone. I think it might win this race. More than likely will, unless some problems arise. Himmel, 2nd place. Maynard, Nakajima, now battling for that podium spot. This could get pretty intense as these cars are almost equally top speed compared. Because as we know, Nissan R92 best when it comes to top speed. I think the Jaguar and the Mazda might be a little bit closer match than we thought. We also have Vela. Oh, and Versatile shoots it up. Oh my God. Versatile absolutely launches his car on the inside. Now it has secured that 8th position. Now going for the sister car to finish the best for those Mercedes. Running 7th, 8th, and 12th, respectively. Porsche of Gregoire still in last. A 92 CP may have secured this in the bag. No caution. It's been a caution-free race, but it hasn't been an incident-free race. Haven't had any full course yellows. So these two we don't have to worry about. They've pretty much solidified their position unless the 962C somehow falls back. But here we're looking here for the battle for the podium. Last podium spot. 787B just can't get past this XJR9. That could potentially be a tough battle all the way to the end of the race. As you see these other cars come by at nearly 215 miles an hour, or around 345 kilometers per hour to European folk. And it seems like the race has kind of calmed down. Oh, we have Versatile with a penalty. I guess that is for track limits. And this is a diminishable penalty, so if you're a bit off the pace, this penalty will diminish. And eventually you won't have a penalty to serve because you kind of we lose that gain time. I don't know if he gained any time. I think he just went ignored the track limit. As we see, also is Yamazaki close behind. Perez and Hodges are there as well. It seems like the Mazda might try something, but just cannot get there in time. And this Jaguar still holding off against Nakajima. And I think the Porsche, they're catching the Porsche. The Porsche, if they can get there in time, second place might be in jeopardy, but that R92 CP, I believe, has secured the bag. As we see, other 3-car battle going on back there, 3 to 4-car battle. Second place might become a 3-car battle if they can get to the Porsche 962 in time. Yamazaki still holds that fastest lap of the race of a 131.665. I can't confirm this, but the XJR9 might be in the slipstream of the 962, and he might be going for it, as the 962 is in his view. I don't know if he has a toe. I can't confirm if he has a toe yet, but we know the 787B surely does. The XJR9 looks like it may have a bit of a weaker toe, but yeah, they're catching the 962C. Second place has now became a 3-car battle. One of these cars will not sit on the podium. We have to wait about 5 more minutes until that happens. So this could indeed get spicy. Down into the Mont Chicane, going too wide. I've seen these drivers have been brave to go too wide into the Mont Chicane. And the XJR9, I don't think it's close enough to that 962 yet. So the 962 might have gotten better off in the corners since it isn't there anymore. 787B still struggling to get behind that car. Still struggling to get ahead of that car, excuse me. 5th and 6th place have kind of been chilling now. But we do have a battle brewing between the 787, which is actually coming to the pits, as well as the other Sauber C9. I'm guessing there was contact there, but very unusual. The cars did not need to pit, although these are gas guzzlers. It's only a 30-minute race. Cars did not need to pit. Let me remind you, these cars can range from 700 to 875 horsepower, which is that R92 CP, which makes sense because it's the fastest car in the straight line. It may struggle in the corners though. But other than that, we have potentially a 3-car battle here between Versatile, Perez, and Hodges, with around 2 minutes to go in this race. And the Sauber gets loose and hits the wall. I don't know if it has damage, but that was a big moment coming out into NASCAR 1. Sauber will try to regain some of those positions back, and all three out of the 4 Porsches are in this pack. I think we are approaching 2 to 3 laps to go. And Sauber goes a bit below the yellow line, tries to pass. He's a bit desperate, cannot get the pass done. Sauber is trying. So let's return to that podium battle. It seems like the 962C might be in jeopardy again, as the XJR9 seems a lot closer, but may not be getting the power it needs to get out of NASCAR 1. But now it does, guys. It's in the slipstream. It is catching the 962C coming out of NASCAR 2 and going down the backstretch and also into the Le Mans chicane. The 787B has kind of backed off now. It's kind of accepted its fate and that it's not going to get a podium. And as we're coming, I think the 962, the R92 CP has it in the bag. The R92 CP will win this race. Absolutely astonishing. Himmel might come second. He might have, unless Maynard can get this pass. He won't be able to get the pass. Maynard has not gotten the pass. Nakajima is right there with him. Maybe the final lap, but due to Gran Turismo, we can't show the final lap, the full final lap. But yeah, these are the Himmel, Maynard, Nakajima, Hamalinen, Arnold, Perez, Versatile, Hodges, Gregoire, Pastor, Yamazaki, and Vela are your official order. Thank you guys for watching this race. See you for the post-race results. R92 CP with a stunning win of 4 seconds over Himmel. R92 CP of Kobayashi just edged out Himmel, and so far won the Daytona race in the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Rest of the grid, we have Maynard in third, the Japanese of Nakajima in fourth, and that's 787B. Although the sister car did have problems, the 2 XJR9s of the Brits and is that Norway or Sweden? Oh my god. Either way, those 2 Jaguars have finished 5th and 6th respectively. Perez 7th, 8th, Hodges in 9th, Gregoire or something. The Belgian has finished 10th, and those are the top 10 in points. Pastor, Yazamaki, and Vela have no points, but Yamazaki does have a point for setting the fastest lap of the race, since we're running a modified schedule. So 10th place is top between the Belgian and Yamazaki. If you guys did enjoy this race, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.